the one and only Amir Ali.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing videos, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You're just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi Amir, good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of the customized roadmap and mocks, and you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me. Mr. Amir, thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her how is this program or something. So she said you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, you kept nagging us that, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure anybody who goes, who does them can easily clear your PMP.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to book your exam, I still asked you that are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you are ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, always motivating me, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back when I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, yeah, please, everyone should do your mock for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed, and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP, so I had to go for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching all.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then you're left with always like two answers. Which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. So thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had the foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands.
Hi guys, so happy to have you, so good to have you, and so amazing to have you. Awesome, good to have you. Really, I want to record your journey very soon. Yesterday was a great day. We had Surya clearing PMP, Hassan clearing PMP, then Suresh cleared PMP. Let me just show you like one of the beautiful thing about Hassan. Just send me while we just started that video. Hassan just sent me, he just received the certificate. What a beautiful certificate it is. You see, Muhammad Hassan Javed, project management professional. Okay, and then another interesting thing, I shared that 2 days back. Where is Suresh? Okay, so here it is result card. Tell me, what do you see different? Not result card, here is it paper. What do you see different in that as compared to other? What it is different from before some days back? What is different? Then I'll tell you what's different. There's a very big thing that is different here as compared to before some days back, or the thing that was happening for so many months, is that now you get the scorecard. Above target, above target, above target, like people process. Before that, it was coming something like, if I can show you, yeah, it was coming like that. We are pleased to inform that on preliminary assessment, you have successfully passed the exam. Now this is only for in-person exam. Okay, like at home exam. Still online exam, you will not get anything at all. At online exam, you will get, okay, this thing, you will get the result after that. So that's an important update I wanted to share with you guys. Tomorrow my class is starting for all my students. Let me share it here. Since you are in the coaching call, for all my students, if anyone wants to take that training again, there is absolutely no cost. Message me personally and you can join tomorrow's batch if you are my student. And if you are not my student, this is the number 848-338-0545. You can ping me. We still have few slots left. Okay, guys, anyone has any question they would like to ask, put it here. I would like to answer your question before we start solving question answers. Whatever the questions you have, please put it there. I want to answer your questions before we start solving question answers. Oh, I opened this. By the way, this is my 7-step formula for those people who don't know how we make sure you become certified PMP. If anyone has any question about anything, please feel free to ask. Okay. Detailed scoring you will get it later on, not now. Aftab sir. Okay. Okay, so let's solve the question since I don't heard anything from you guys. Here's the question for you. There you go. Please do like the video and comment it, especially those who watching later on, so that it can start coming into the algorithm. D. So quickly, Sabrasan, you answered it. Slow down. I see D, C, C. Justify your answer, guys. This question looks like very easy, but you see in the marathon also, this is a question that you must know how to answer it. This is a question that you should know what's the answer it. Because this is the real exam question. Two things we must know in the stakeholder topic. 2 to 3 things we must know in the stakeholder topic, right? Those 2 to 3 things are: first, I should know what is stakeholder register. I need to know what is the stakeholder register. Without knowing that okay, stakeholder register is something which has all the power and interest and things of those nature, it is not possible into that. Okay, stakeholder register has a list of everything that we need to know, etc., etc. Then stakeholder engagement plan. It has strategies that are basically required to engage those stakeholders. The strategies that you will need to engage those stakeholders, that is needed there. Now, inside the power interest graph, we see those people who has high power, high interest, low power, low interest, high power, low interest, low power, high interest. And in the stakeholder engagement plan, we have stakeholder engagement matrix: unaware, resistant, neutral, sportive, leading. We check their current engagement level. What is the current engagement level of a stakeholder? What is the desired engagement level? And according to that, we make stakeholder engagement strategies. We make stakeholder engagement strategies to engage those stakeholders, right? We worked into that. We see what are the strategies that I need to engage this stakeholder, etc., etc., right? Every single stakeholder that we manage, I need to understand this. Guys, are you able to understand all these 4 things? Put yes or no in the chat box. Stakeholder register, power interest matrix, stakeholder engagement plan, having the strategies to engage current into desired in the stakeholder engagement matrix. What is the, let's say someone is currently there and I want it there. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, these strategies that are needed to change the current into desired, all are the part of stakeholder engagement plan. Now, a resistant stakeholder is someone who is here. He's a resistant for sure. He is already interested person. But we also consider resistant at that person who has a power and he want to do something. So when somebody has a high power, is a resistant, which means he is interested and he has high power. He comes here. Keep informed. Okay. He, for sure, we need to keep inform him. I cannot eliminate that. Keep satisfied. Of course, he has power. Manage closely, yes. he has high power, high interest, keep him to port? No. Please note that always whenever you are solving the question answer, we need to use elimination technique, which means we have to go through every single option to answer them. So your right answer would be manage closely. So whenever you are solving question answers, always dissect the question answer, take it into parts, see okay how it interacts, what is the purpose here, how this links together with each other. Once you identify the relationship among all points, then you can answer the question. Then actually you should answer the question. This will become a better answer into that. Okay. One of the most important thing in project management is to communicate properly. For that, we have a plan, communication management plan. By the way, for those people who stayed till the end, I have made a special document for all of you guys, and I will be sharing that document with all of you at the end of session if you stayed with me. So something here for you today. Okay. G. What does communication management plan actually contains in it? What does communication management plan contains in it? What is 4R, Azam? What does 4R mean? Right information, right type, right people to have right impact. Why we need to communicate, what we need to communicate, how we need to communicate, to whom we like 4R of communications. Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. This is the 4R of communication, right information at right time to right people to have right impact. What does that mean? This means the person who needs the information, uh, I need to provide him the information. The person who needs the information, work with him. We need to guide him. We need to coach him. We need to see what are his requirements and we need to work into that way. According to the each person requirement, we provide him, and then we worked into that way. Like understanding his needs and requirement. You are the project manager working in a large petroleum company. You are in the process of identifying stakeholder. One stakeholder is very important. He is very important to the project. Not managing him can make or break the project. Like he's so important. If I don't engage him, if I don't manage him, right, we will have an issue into that. You have found out he is resistant to the project. We already discussed in the previous question. If somebody is resistant, and even in this question it is written he is important, you need to manage him closely, and this may cause the removal. Why he is resistant? As this may cause removal of his team member. And this is a beautiful question, that here it is also sharing with you why he is resistant. He is resistant, that's one point. Why he is resistant, that point is also given here. So what we need to do, send him daily reports. Like why would I do that? He is not asking daily reports from me, so I'm gonna eliminate that. Call him to see, not a good, not a bad thing. I can talk to him. I can see picking up the phone and calling the person. It's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. Meet him personally. But better than calling somebody, the more good thing is go and talk to him personally. Meet him personally. Send your team members, no, it's too important. So between B and C, I would go for C option. Always not one thing. There will be two options that are right, but one option will be better than other. Okay, one option will be better than other. C is the right answer. So today we are discussing more of a stakeholder communication, how those things worked him that. So I only have one option right now. New stockholder update. Okay. C, update communication plan. Okay. Faiza Beg is saying D, raise a change request. Okay, open your PMP booklet, please. If you don't know the answer of this question 100%, open your PMP booklet. If you are my student, you already have this PMP booklet. If you are not my student, you can buy it on my website for $8 Amazon. So now this sequence you should know by heart. Okay. The last step is that add newly identified stakeholder to the stakeholder register and update the stakeholder communication plan, okay, via change request. So now if we look at the question, where are we? Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. You have analyzed him, means you have said upward, downward, internal, external. We have done that. He's important to the project. He's very important to the project. You added him to stakeholder register. The first step was, it's already done. Update the stakeholder plan for sure. Update the communication plan for sure. Okay. So in order to update the plan, we already updated the stakeholder register. Dr. Mubashir, you are saying you have already added into stakeholder register, which means you have updated it. A option is already done. Option A is already done. B, C, yes, first B, like sequence. First B, then C. But even before that, I need a change request to do that. I need a change request to do that. Okay, let me give you an interesting scenario. Change one word in this question. Change one word in this question. That is a keyword that you will not need a change request. Okay, Bashir, I got you. Change one word in this question and that you would not need a change request to add stakeholder into the plans. Change one word into this question. This is the beauty of these questions. That's why I said keywords. Change one word of the question and you would not need a change request. Which is the one word? Which is the one word that you will change and you will not need a change request? G. No. First, no. Which is the one word? No, Rashid, it's not what will you do first, what will you do next. No, Ramdeen, not identified, not registered. Ramdeen. No. No. During execution, if the question says during planning, the same question, but now the question says Numan Salim not analyzed. Shubham, no. Shima, no. Dr. Mubashir, you are 100% right. If the question says during planning phase, a new stakeholder has been identified. You have analyzed. So once, if you are in the planning phase, the project management plan has not been approved. The project management plan has not been approved. So if the project management plan has not been approved, you don't need a change request. Rashid, is it clear to you? Put yes or no in the chat box, everybody. Again, updating will same. First you will update stakeholder register, then stakeholder plan, then communication plan, then team management plan, then the entire project management plan. Okay, it was an important thing here. Shubham, actually, I have listened to your voice so many times. When you write it in my mind with your cute voice, it is saying, so what will we update it? And I'm saying, have you raised your hand like we did in the yesterday PMP marathon. Guys, please do like the video if you haven't liked it. Please do like the video if you haven't liked it, and kindly everyone, Ashish, you in your own group, Shubham in your group, Aftab in your group, Nabil in your group, please put that we are live. Other people can also join today's coaching call. Very important, especially stakeholder communication topic is there. Acha ji. So why we need to raise a change request? And Nabil, since we are in execution, the question was we were in execution, and in execution the plan was already approved, and now we want to update that plan. That's why we need to change request. Amritsar, what is not clear? I told you in the previous question, since the question said we are in execution, Nabil and Amjad, we are in execution. That's why we needed a change request. So once you go in execution, in order to update any plan, you need a change request, my friend. I hope that is clear to you. Otherwise, at the end of 10 questions, just remind me. We can again go through the change procedure flow. So now taking the same thing into the further context, taking the same question answer into further context. First, we discussed about who the stakeholder was, what is the resistance stakeholder. We discussed power interest metrics. We discussed stakeholder engagement metrics. We discussed resistance stakeholder communication plan, how to handle the change request. Now, a stakeholder was identified during project execution. Again, this means since it's execution, if you need any change request, in the execution, you need to handle it in a different way. You need to raise a change request. You have updated project management plan. Now, what's the sequence? Step 1, stakeholder is identified. You put him to the stakeholder register after categorizing upward, downward, power interest graph. Then, since it's an execution, you raise a change request. Then you update stakeholder engagement plan, first thing, then communication management plan, then resource management plan, then the entire project management plan and its impact is updated. All those things I've done. This is done, this is done, this is done. Now, the question I always say that when you remove the impossibility, whatever remains is the last answer. Now, this stakeholder may impact for the previous assumptions that we have done. It may impact. So that's why we will update assumption log. C option. one of the key stakeholders complained that he is receiving daily reports, whereas he only needs get reports some days. What will you update? Okay, now please understand communication management plan. Today we are only discussing questions about stakeholder and communication. We are discussing those questions because they are the most important topic. Okay, they are most important topic. In the next few days I will further bring more questions that we have never solved on the stakeholder communication team and then agile, because our target will be to like dominate the people domain of the PMP exam. People domain, I want to control it. One of the stakeholders complained he's receiving daily reports, whereas he only need phase gate reports. Okay, so what does that mean? What is 4 hour of communication we discuss? Right information at right time to right people to have right impact. So who needs the information, when they need information, why, how, all these things will be uh, transferred into that, right? All these things will be transferred into that. So they does not need information on daily basis. He need information sometimes. Now this can be opposite direction. He need information on daily basis. You are giving him sometimes. So it can be both way. But in this case, it is, I am not going to update this. Okay. I need to check communication management plan. Okay. Many people go and try to raise the change request here. Okay. Sir, how stakeholder register is being updated in a project management plan? No, it is not into that. It is the sequence I gave you, Aftab Saab. The sequence is stakeholder register is in initiation, Okay. So here communication management plan will do it. Guys, one more thing. If as we solve the question answers at the end of the session, I'll give you time to ask your question answers, to ask whatever you have. So if there's any question or confusion that you want to ask, feel free to ask. You are working in the project where team members are talking to each other. They don't look into each other's eyes. You have been working in an organization where this was not the case. What should the project manager do this that does not make happen? Now let me tell you one thing. Here in this culture, I am right now. I have a privilege to live in Bahrain, Oman, Dubai, Kashmir, Pakistan, like Lahore, Karachi, etc., etc. USA, Canada, then Germany, like European countries. Every country has, or every place, even every city has its own culture, right? For example, let's talk about US culture. In US culture, when I talk to someone and if I don't look in their eyes, they will consider as a, what I would say, like, why you are not looking in my eyes? I remember I was talking to a salesperson and I was not looking in his eyes, and he actually asked me, "Sir, everything okay?" I said, "Yeah, what's the problem?" He said, "Why you are not looking at my eyes? Like, am I not a good person, or what is the challenge here?" I said, "Okay, I'm sorry." And then I started looking in his eyes. Whereas if you do that thing, if there is a like king royalty in Dubai or in Oman or in Bahrain, you look into their eyes, they will consider as a disrespect. Same goes for India, Pakistan, and things, right? So they will consider a different thing. Same goes with so many things about that. So it's not about diversity. Diversity is how different people live together. Okay, how different people live together. Culture, this is a cultural thing. Emotional intelligence, yes, it is an emotional intelligence. It's not a wrong answer, it is a right answer. Political, no. So as I said, always two options are eliminated. You are left with two. Between culture and emotional, it is more specific to culture. B is the right answer. Is it clear to everyone? I hope if you get any cultural question as you move forward, you can handle it. Put yes or no in the chat box, please. It is cultural. Fahad, it is cultural. That's what I explained. Na? It is cultural. Okay. So B is your right answer. Okay, let's go to the next question, please. Golf is not easy game. Yeah, I am trying to learn it, Aftab. I wanted to learn it from a long time. This game is more suited for me. I'm a lazy person. I like to sit and maybe play like that. I don't have to run a lot in just like in cricket or other things. So golf, I want to learn. Okay, what has senior project manager done for you? Okay, you have been asking your sponsor to make a decision to approve or reject deliverable. It has been 4 weeks. Sponsor is not taking it seriously. Okay, he's sponsor. It's his damn thing, right? You shared with the senior. He shared that you are in the organization where most of the decisions are made in the golf course or smoking corner. Have you ever had a boss who smokes or who? This is also valid for snooker. These sponsors play snooker also, right? Next weekend, you went to play golf, you discussed the status of the deliverable, and immediately he approved. What he has done? He trained on emotional intelligence. Yes, it is emotional intelligence again, because emotional intelligence is understanding your own emotions, it is understanding emotions of other people. So it's not a wrong answer. But again, as the elimination technique states, I need to go through every single option and then go to the next thing. He trained you on culture awareness. Yes, it is cultural. Culture mean how things are done in a certain environment. How things are done in a certain environment. And this is what that is. They made the decision in a different way. Okay. He trained political is who has a power that is not even visible in the organization structure. It has nothing to do with that. Active listening, yes, it is active listening. Now again, out of 4, 3 options were right, but one will eliminate. You are left with 2 options. Now we go with the 2 option. Among 2 options, if I go, this is more specific answer. Just like previous question, this answer is more specific. I'll go for that. B is your right answer. Okay. Okay, you are moving from Dubai to China. Okay. You know, I like to move a lot. By the way, how many of you have been to China? I have never been to China. My wife actually, even when we married, we were actually engaged. In between that 1 year, she went to China 3 times. After marriage, she went to China 3 times. I used to use like what is QQ. I used to talk to her like, so, but I have never been to China. I want to go to that wall of China and things of those. Okay, you have been using WhatsApp for communication, like messaging and immediately, but now WhatsApp does not work in China. Okay, what will you update to make sure this does not happen in future projects? This is the keyword here. Now most of the time, I have been there many times. Awesome. How's China, Sheesh, for you? So when you see this question, immediately you think, okay, I may need to update project management information system because it's a tool and technique. Okay, not bad. You may say, okay, I need to update enterprise environmental factor because it's a communication tool, it update. Okay, but what I am asking it, what I am asking here, Shima, you said EF. What is the question asking here? What is the question asking here? What is the question asking here? What is the question here? I put it in the, I highlighted that. What is the question here, Shima? Mubashir, I am very happy you are catching the questions very quickly now. Future projects. Future projects. So when we talk about future projects, this has nothing to do with future project. This has nothing to do with the future projects. Okay. Two options which many of you are answering today, it goes out of the way. It has nothing to do with the future projects. The only Amjad Sab, it has nothing to do with the future projects. Okay, twice been there, not happened in. Now, OPS does have that thing which you can review, lesson learned repository, and that. But again, between C and D, by this is the more specific answer. What do I update? I update my lesson learned register. WeChat, yes. I update my lesson learned register for future projects. Immediately, I update lesson learned register for future projects. Okay, so that's why D is the right answer. Okay, why EF has nothing to do with future projects? Because we have specific documents for specific thing. Everything has to do with everything, but we have to be specific here, Shubham. We have to be specific here about something. Okay, so that's why. So lesson learned register is the only document that as we are moving, we are documented. Okay, now there can be some change in the question that C becomes the answer. There can be some change in the question that C becomes the answer. What will you update? Now C will become the answer. If I put what will be update at the end of the project. Now let's say if we are standing at the end of the project, if we are standing at the end of the project, it will be OPS. Now you update at the end that thing. Okay, now how this question will become PMIS or EF? Okay, so let's say this is not in the option. This is not here. Okay, sorry. So if this is not in the question, now that is the answer. Now PMIS is the answer. Okay, now PMIS is the answer here. Every question need to be looked into the context of the keywords. Okay, every question need to be looked in the context of the keyword. What we are saying here, what is happening here, what is the purpose of this question, how this question adds value. Okay, does that make sense to you? Like one question changing one keyword, half of the line is changing the each pertinent thing in the class. Okay, each pertinent thing is being changed because of one keyword. One keyword. Okay? Good. You are working in a large project. In this project, you have to share a lot of which will be the best method to communicate. Now, here again comes a very important thing. When we say that large information, Azam, you said B, Shima, again you said A, somebody said large information. Okay, push can be used for notification without any doubt. But if we talk about dashboard, there is a tutorial. How I'm gonna do that? And then one-to-one sessions. I need to use both of the mechanism. Guys, we need to understand like what's the purpose of a push communication. Push communication is you are giving the communication to one person. Okay, that's yes, after 100%. The question is open-ended. The question is open-ended. You are giving large information. The large information is being shared without any doubt. So push is there. Then we come to the pull communication. Dashboards are there, interactive. So we need to go with a combination of all, because we don't know how much the large audience is in the large project. Always all mechanism of information or communication is utilized. They are worked into that. So your right answer would become D option: push communication, pull communication, interactive, and this becomes a combination of all. This is your right answer. Sir, why not go for specific? This is a specific answer, Mubashir Sahab, because this answer cover all of the things together. This is the specific. This is not a general answer. That was a specific answer for here. Okay, G. Now in this question dives deep into a thing that is work performance information, work performance report, and all these three things are important and critical, and we use them in our project. Acha, before I explain that, I see 50 plus people are watching, but only 24 have liked the video. I'm gonna request everyone, please take 5 seconds and first like the video, then I'm explaining the question. I'm gonna ask you, I need to see 50 likes there. Please, everyone like the video. Acha ji, we shared a report with stakeholders according to their requirements. According to their requirements. You have shared only the information that is needed by them, not more, not less. You shared a report to risk manager only about risk and cost manager only about cost. Okay. This is being very, very, very specific. Okay. This is being very specific up to the extent what is needed into the question answers. Okay. So let me take you here. Initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. Initiation, project charter is made. You make project management plan. In execution, you work on the deliverables. In execution, you work on the deliverables. You produce something. In execution, you work on the deliverable. You produce something. As a result, you get work performance data. Okay. Now, this work performance data, I call it raw information. This work performance data is called as raw information. Immediately you get the information from there. Okay. This information, you send this information to all the departments: scope, schedule, cost, quality, procurement, risk, etc. etc. Each department gets their data. The data is same. Let's say this is this huge file. The data is same, this huge file. It goes to all department. All department check their data compared with their own individual plans. Scope with the scope management plan. They produce their own WPI. They produce their own work performance information. Now, all the work performance information goes to the project manager. All them go to the in integration. Again, they all go back to which color shall I use? Okay, let's use the red again. It goes to and he make work performance report. He combines them and make one report that he will share with everyone according to the communication management plan. Not this, not this, not this, work performance report. I called it work performance data. Okay. This is called journey of work performance data. Okay. Is this clear to everyone? Is the journey of work performance data to information to report is clear to everyone? Does that make sense to you? Okay. Okay, guys. We will do one or two LinkedIn question. But before the LinkedIn question, if you are my student and you want to take retraining, tomorrow my class is starting. Message me personally on my number that I want to take the training again. There is no additional charges. You can join the class tomorrow. There will be one condition, that is you have to book the exam. Okay, message me personally on my number. If you are not my student, I want to take this opportunity and basically ask you to join the class. If you are my student, put in the comment box the feedbacks, and if you can come here and share the feedback live, I'll appreciate that. Okay, like what I'm telling, you can ask all these students, those who are live, how do I provide training and how do work. Like tomorrow we'll start over 35 PDUs course. That will be 20th, 21, 22, 27, 28, and 29. It will be 6 days of classes, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. We'll provide you all the content of PMP according to PMI. I'll teach you how to make mind maps. I'll teach you my 7-step formula of solving question answers in these 6 days. These 6 days give you the entire PMP training that is needed for your PMP. One stop of PMP. This is a one stop of PMP. Whatever do you need in order to become certified PMP, I'll provide you in these 6 days. And the sessions are live plus recorded. These sessions are live plus recorded. Okay, just to give you what my students are saying, excellent customized roadmap, which is the next thing. Okay, which is the next thing here. So one of the most important thing that I am known for is my customized roadmap. Okay, my customized roadmap. Exactly what Shubham said. Best PMP training in the most interactive way. Okay, you get a roadmap that works for you depending upon your learning style, depending on your time, depending on your personality. I do have facilitators, but I will work personally with you. I will personally work with you. How many hours you can spend? What is your learning style? On the basis of that, you will get a roadmap. Like if you want to read a book, good. I'll give you my book. Okay, I will give you my book if you want to read. If you don't want to read, you don't have to read any book. Then on that roadmap, I'm gonna personally do daily follow-up till you become PMP, till you clear the line. Shubham said beautifully, we have to die, even we cannot block him, right? So what Fahad is saying, must join if you want to become PMP. Agree with Amir sir 100%. He's a dedicated coach. I'm not just a dedicated coach, I'm an obsessed coach. Fahad, working towards your success. I will do follow-up with you. My team will do follow-up. And this is not one time, one day follow-up. It's till you become certified PMP. Then we will have question answer session. We are doing this one question answers. We will have a question answer session on Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. We do all these question answer session till you are certified project management professional. Okay, 4 PMP question answer sessions. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Then the community of thousands of PMPs guiding you along the way. You get a simulator that is the best simulator in the world, and I will be guiding you throughout the journey. Customize made flexibility for everyone ability. I loved it. Customize made and flexible for everyone ability. 1 is greater than 0. That is my mantra, what is saying. All these things, everything that you are seeing here as a one stop for PMP. Okay, one stop for PMP, I'll provide you. Everything here in $899 for you guys. So register now and let's start on your journey. Let's solve some LinkedIn questions. You have my number, guys, if you want to reach me out. Those who want to join and those who want to take the training again, if they are my student, feel free to reach me. Okay, so Acha ji, I started another way of asking the question answers, daily PMP question answers. Instead of just making a question, I started making it a video. I'll see if I can do it on daily basis. Yes, I'm a big believer of a theory X. I'm a big believer of a theory X. Best trainer who not just deliver lecture. Thank you, Amjad sir. Okay. G. Today is the last day to register. This is a beautiful success journey. I highly recommend do watch it. This love success journey. I like to say that. Okay, G. Which will be the right answer for this? Okay, C. PM has already prepared WS scope is defined. So which technique will he will use bottom-up estimation because that becomes most accurate. He will use bottom-up estimation as it is most accurate. So yesterday he cleared PFMP, one of the biggest certification. Rashid Saab, after you cleared your PMP, do look for PGMP and PFMP. We have our first CAPM, Raghavi. I did not wanted to do CAPM, but this lady, Christine, she is my certified PMP. She pushed me that you should start this journey. Like, I want you to teach. I don't want anyone else. I want you to teach my niece. And she joined and cleared it. Okay, where is the question? Okay. A. So A would be the right answer here. Okay, let's go with the next question. PMP certified. By the way, this is the change management video I just put in the change request raised. It must be formally made and things of those nature. Okay. Makes me so proud to see so many success journeys. Okay, next question. C would be the right answer here. Okay, so these were the question answers I wanted to solve. I have to say that this was one of the interesting coaching calls that I had with you for a long time. Loved joining you. See you in the next coaching call. And tomorrow I have a batch. So best of luck for those people also. With that, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. Good morning, good evening, good night. Bye-bye. Yeah, I know. We discuss in marathon.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually, like I'm kind of like really
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.